a king, he making connections, he building his team, connecting the dreams. Lock in on the vision, gotta believe. Be about his business and you'll receive. Yeah, we crowned by the king. Yeah, we crowned by the king. Yeah, we crowned. Had to get to work, had to stop all the chit chat. Too many talents, can't waste them. Yeah, that's big facts. Making kingdom moves, standing on business like me, Shaq. Aiming for our goals, clear clack. Moving forward, no need to reach back. Tell me where I need to preach at. Tell me where I need to speak at.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, we're back again with another episode of the Crowncast podcast. My name is Joseph Honeysett, and with me, as always, is my brother from another mother, my business partner, my co-host, Mr. Joel Angulu. Brother, how you feeling today, man?
Blessed, highly favored. As you could tell, change the scenery a little bit. We outside. We trying to get the sun a little bit. Vitamin D. No, but it's
outside,
all good, man.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, man. So, man, trying new things, man. This is 2026, so we want to, man, test out as many things as possible. Don't be shy, you know. So right now, I'm chasing the background. If this is good, we'll stick to it. If not, we'll try something else. But that's kind of what I'm on right now, man.
You see what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. He got the metal bars in the background. He ain't in the house anymore. He's outside. Yes, sir, man. I'm excited, bro. These are my favorite episodes that we do. I love having guests on, but like when it's just us, it's the most fun, you know, because I don't even look at it like we're recording a podcast. I look at it like we're just on a video call, like a FaceTime call, just chilling and talking about what we normally talk about. Like imagine like trying to create a podcast and like choose somebody like a co-host for that podcast that you don't have chemistry with, and like trying to like naturally build that. That's hard.
I mean, bro, that's kind of why Stephen A. Smith fired Max Kellerman, bro. You know, it's like he thought it was a good fit. For me, honestly, I like their chemistry, man, but I guess he got a lot of like flack from the media for some of his takes, and so Stephen A. was like, I can't handle that. But
I mean, bro, he said not Allen Iverson, the other AI, Andre Iguodala.
Yeah, I mean, I know me personally, I know what he was saying though. If you look at the stats, number-wise, pretty deadly on the last-minute shot. But either or, I just like whenever they're doing this, they're always finding chemistry. Even Skip Bayless talked about it with Shannon. It was like, bro, I needed to find someone that can match Stephen A. that has the energy and that can bring that flavor. And so he found it's just about chemistry, bro. I think, but that's in life, everything. When you're finding your right partner, right? You're finding your wife, or if you're finding your husband, like you gotta focus on the chemistry, how y'all interact. Like that's what's gonna last like 10 years from now. It's gonna feel like not work. It's gonna be like y'all vibe off each other. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, absolutely. That chemistry is everything because you can feel it. Like even though it's like recorded, you can feel it, and then like you watch it and you're like, man, I wish I was there in person.
Yeah,
just to watch, it'd be fun to just watch. That's what really makes a great podcast. So,
but flip side, you've been on some podcasts where it's been like weird and awkward, or some interviews. It's like, that's
like, do you want me to carry this podcast? Or?
Yeah, bro, it's just some awkward moments, or if it's too much questions, not enough talking. So, man, I think it's just the way we do it is perfect, bro.
It's natural, bro. It's natural, man. What's new on your end?
Bro, honestly, it was a transition. Like I told you, we went full-time entrepreneurship again. And so, man, you never know where the bills are coming, right? You never know when, the payment's coming for the bills, but you just got to have faith in God. But, yeah, man, just been in transition mode. Now for the month of February, Valentine's, and then you get into March and April, and the summer's here, right? So
you got a Valentine?
I do got a Valentine, man.
Let me ask you this. So did you ask her to be your Valentine, even though she already is? Did you do that?
Not yet. I was gonna do it when I give her a gift.
I'm not trying to put the pressure on you.
No, it's gonna come out the Valentine's Day too, so we're good. But I'm gonna get her a gift, and that's when I usually do it. But for me, I'm in a unique relationship where there's a lot of different things that I do, man. So. Every day is always Valentine's Day with us.
Yeah, every day is Valentine. Honestly, bro, that's how it should be. I asked because I did the same thing. I asked my queen to be my Valentine, and I think it's important, even though like, yeah, we're together. Like, I think there's just a lot of people that are comfortable in relationships, and so they automatically expect like, oh yeah, like you my Valentine, you're my bae. So I don't need to ask, but women are different. Like they love that. They love to be showered. They love to feel important. But it's always funny to me on Valentine's Day. Like if I happen to be at the store or out and about, seeing all those people that waited last minute, scrambling to get them flowers and those cards.
So that's the story of my life, bro. I'm the worst, man. Like I'm getting better now since we're maturing, right? But that's one aspect that I feel like I thought it was. Sometimes gotta highlight some things. You think you're grown, you think you got to figure it out, and then I was like, look at this part, and you're like, bro, I didn't even know, I didn't even think about this. So like Valentine's, going on dates, being creative, like that's never been my thing, bro. I'm African. Like we don't, we're not really creative with our dates, man. But so I'm always the guy at the flowers, the last minute flowers. But last year we did it good. Last year, man, I went early. I ordered them. Now all I have to do is pick them up, and it was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So sure, we're doing the same, we're ordering them. But also with reservations, bro, you gotta do it early, bro. Yeah, bro, it's crazy because man, I'll wait till like 2 days before, and it's all booked, and then I gotta like figure out something, man. So
see, the thing is though, like I'm a big proponent that Valentine's Day is not even like a real holiday. It's just a way for like the big stores to make money. Like that's all it is.
Okay. That's a good theory. There's a lot of theories, man. There's a lot of those kind of theories, but yeah. I mean, I don't even know the history, bro. I mean, I saw someone post about the history of Valentine's. Like, I don't even know like the story behind it all. So, like, do you know about it? Like, do you?
I really don't, to be honest. I know it's from Saint Valentine, I think.
Yeah, Saint Valentine, but
that's all I know, bro.
Yeah, because all stuff comes from somewhere, man. Even Christmas, like Santa, like. So Saint Nick, man, he was a real person. He was like he actually delivered toys to like so everything comes from somewhere. But I need to research Valentine's, man.
We do. I have a question for you, and I've never asked you this question.
Oh man, here we go.
But you have mentioned obviously you're African, and so how come you don't wear flip flops?
I don't know, homie. I think
you know why I'm asking, right? Because I feel like that, like Africans and like Indians too, they wear flip flops with everything. Like they'll be in like a full outfit, and they'll just be sandaled up, bro.
Nah, it's like that, man. Especially like when you go over there now, bro. I promise you, out of 100 people, 95 people are wearing flip flops.
I believe it.
It's wild, bro. On motorcycles, while they're on top of roofs, like doing construction, bro. I'm talking about like some crazy equipment, right? They're wearing flip flops. I'm serious, bro. It's wild, bro. But for me, I guess just basketball, man. Coming here in American culture, being involved in basketball. I didn't even like wearing slides, bro. It was always like I got used to wearing slides, but that was in high school, So I don't know why. I just thought it was, as a child, I thought it was like feminine. So I ain't wearing no.
I thought the same thing too. Yeah, man, I couldn't do the thong sandals, bro.
Bro, that one was worse. Or those like the church ones, the Jesus ones, right? Your parents make you wear with the brown. Every kid had to wear that, man. But those ones for sure. I'd rather wear the thong ones than those, bro. The one with the Velcro, the Velcro ones.
Yeah. Nah, I couldn't do Velcro because that, like when I was a kid, that was gonna hurt my street credibility.
Bro,
that was gonna diminish the cool factor.
Yeah, man. But it's crazy. When you're younger, bro, you think things matter, man. I was speaking at recently, last week, speaking at youth, man. It was great, man. That after that moment, it really impacted me. It was like, this is what I called you to do. I really felt that, right? Because I wasn't prepared. I just went off the dome, and God just spoke. But it was in the hood, right? The hood of San Antonio, and so I just started seeing their mindsets, bro. Like it's crazy. They think that high school is forever, right? Their friends are forever, and I just thought about when I was thinking that I was like, man, it's crazy. I don't even I probably talk to like 5% of the people I talked to in high school today. And that's crazy because if I would have told myself that, I'd be like, no, at least 50%, at least 30%, you know. But bro, it's probably like it's 5%.
Nah, man. I remember my dad. He told my siblings and myself like, "Hey, I know you think that you have your friends now. After you graduate, you're gonna realize that all you have at the end of the day is your family."
Yep.
He's like, "Your friends are gonna come and go, and they're gonna like as time goes on, they're gonna like slowly just kind of be like a part of your past, but like stay close to your family because once you get older, that's all you have." And I was a young kid, so I was like, "Yeah, okay, Dad, not me, not my friends."
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about who from two separate high schools I went to, who I like still talk to, bro. You and one of my other friends, like, and we'll speak sporadically. That's really that's it. We keep the circle small. We keep the circle tight.
Yeah. No,
None
it's
of
just
those
funny,
Drake
man.
vibes, no new friends. We
No
you
new
know we,
friends.
we build some family with some people.
No, man. It's just funny, man. Like that's what happens in life, right? The more you get successful, the more, and not everyone can go with you, you know. And so,
By
but
the way,
then,
I'm okay with it.
yeah,
I
now,
am
yeah,
I am okay with it. Like you definitely outgrow the majority of your relationships when you're on the path that we're on, right? Because a lot of people like may feel uncomfortable being around somebody that's moving with a direction. Like when you walk with purpose, you move with direction. That's uncomfortable for some people because it makes them look at their life and say, "Man, I'm not doing anything," and that
Mhm.
creates resentment sometimes, right? Some people just don't care, right? Some people just don't live the life that we're living. I'm gonna be 33 in May. There's people still out at the clubs every single night on the weekends. I don't
Man,
really have a desire for that. I'm down to go out and party, have a good time every once in a while, but every weekend,
bro,
damn.
my parties now are like networking events. Like I'm going to one tonight, and for me, it's like a big party where you get to hang out, talk to people, and like vibe. There's music, right? And so, like nowadays, man, people say like, "You want to go on the weekends?" I'm like, "Nah, dog. I want to chill all week." I've been talking to people, meeting people, connecting, building collaborations, think of new things, new ways to make money, right? And so, it's like the whole purpose of going out was to get the social aspect. I get that through I killed two birds with one stone, and so I have no desire for all that, man. I stopped friends playing 2K like on the daily, right? I'm not saying it's bad. You might have a great job. You're working 10 hours a week, right? And you're making a lot of money. So I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the other side of it where like,
Duck.
yeah, you probably working, you get off work, get a 2K. Next day, same thing. I'm like, bro, we're at 30 now, man. It's no more of that stuff. Like, but it's crazy because I don't have no desire to play. Like, bro,
For real.
I try to get Assassin's Creed, the newest one, a year and a half ago with Sam, right, my brother, and like I still haven't played it, bro. I still haven't done like left. I'm serious. I still have not even played it. I got it so when I get bored, I can on the weekends. I don't get distracted by social media or anything like that. I can just play that game, right, bro. I still have not played like finished one chapter, like level 1 or anything.
Bro, the last system I had was a 360. That's how I've been out the game for a
You
long
got the
time.
game.
But
You
it's
got
just so funny, like as you get older, the things that you think that you would always hold on to. Because, bro, I love playing 2K. Like I love playing video games when I wasn't playing basketball. Like it was fun. But now, like I don't know, like I don't really have that much of an interest in it. Like if we were to play, like that would be fun. You know what I mean? But it's not like let me do this every single day, in my free time. Like, it's just funny how you change as you get
the
older.
worst. The worst for me was hooping. And that's why I knew I was getting like, oh yeah, this guy, your time is coming, bro.
Oh, when you started to lose the love for that.
Bro, it'll be halftime of games, right? And I'll be in the men's game. It's like, hey, you want to? We're blowing them out, right? But I still wanted to come in and hoop and get my cardio in. Bro, the first time it happened, I was like 27, 28. I was like, bro, I'm good, dog. I don't feel like playing. I'm just gonna go home. And then
Dang.
the next day we had another game. I was like, nah, we're gonna blow them out. I'm not even going. And I was like,
Dang.
bro, what happened to me? Like hooping?
Yeah. That's that first love, brothers. That was everything. That was our entire life.
Yeah, man. But I used to love just playing the camaraderie, the team and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Even watching basketball, bro. I haven't watched any sports.
That's wild. That right there is wild. Because the Super Bowl this year, I didn't even know who was in the Super Bowl until the week prior. That's how bad I'm at for football. But basketball was worse, because, bro, I always watched like something. So now, man, for my basketball, it's just like those quick 10-minute highlights on YouTube that pop up, right? Those are clutch, bro. Whoever invented those are clutch, bro. I watched the whole game right there in 10 minutes. That's where I watch my basketball. But, bro, I haven't watched the game in a while. I think the All-Star game is this weekend, too.
It's this weekend. Yeah, it's always Valentine's Day weekend. Yeah, no, and it's crazy, bro, because I grew up a Patriots fan, and I didn't even know that they were in the Super Bowl, bro. I'm like, once Tom Brady left, like that's when like my eye on what the NFL was doing and what was going on, like that's when it, like I was just like, all right, I'm giving it up. I don't know, like even watching like a UFC, like it's fun sometimes, but I don't know, like I've changed so much.
I'm different, bro. The UFC stuff, I've never been into that. Boxing matches, I watch it because it's once a year type thing, right? And it's like somewhat important, but I don't crave it, bro. I'm telling you, man, I'm such a simple person, bro. That people always ask, "What do you want to do?" I'm like, bro, I just want to be around people. Whatever I want to do, like I just want to.
Yeah, I don't even have to pick it.
Yeah, dog. But people don't understand that. I'm like, even going back to like personal relationships with my girl, like it's like I'm so simple. I'm like, what do you want to do? I'm like, look, for me, like I'm good. Whatever we could do, I'm good for. You know, like you want to go bowling?
You take a nap. You go lay over there. I'm gonna lay over here.
Yeah, man. But for me, if you want to go bowling, like I did hiking this past week, like I'm good to try new things. I just like thinking of it and coming up with it. That's not who I am. Like that's never been who I am. You know what I mean? So,
hey, do what you do best. Outsource the rest, my God.
Yeah, bro. But what's up with you, man?
Well, I was gonna lead into something, but man, today. But I'll give you a quick update. I got you. Today's my daughter's 4th birthday. It's crazy how fast 4 years goes by. So just been chilling, celebrating life, man. It's one of the coolest things. Again, like it's crazy. Like 4 years has gone by. Like it's nuts. And it's even crazier to think that the pandemic was 6 years ago.
Yeah, man.
And she wasn't even born at that point in time. Like, it's just, life is wild. And then I was thinking, she's like, yeah, soon I'm going to be 10. And I'm like, dang, 10, that's 6 more years. 6 more years. What year is that? Like, I'm going to be 38 in 6 more years.
Yeah, bro.
That's nuts, man. But just enjoying every step along the way. I do, like, I'm becoming more aware of, like, my age increasing. I don't feel older. I do a little bit, but not like, man, I want to give up, or I just don't care anymore and I'm ready to transition to a dad bod. Nah, I'm not there. Like, I think, keeping up your appearance and growing as a person is still super important, especially if you're a parent. But yeah, man, I'm excited for Kingdompreneur. We got that in a couple weeks. It's tickets being bought. The pre-mastermind mixer. Bro, I'm excited for that. Excited for. You want to talk about it a little bit? Like, can we talk about it? Or
yeah, bro, let's definitely talk about it. 100%.
Like the fact that Prestige Motorsport, that's such a dope spot. Just all the cars. I'm excited to see all the cars. I mean, you've seen them already, but just having that vibe with all those luxury cars, sports cars, cigar bar, DJ, food, man, great people, high-level entrepreneurs, 7-figure business owners. Like, bro, this is the event that you want to go to. I don't know many events that have a pre-party. Yeah, they have experiences like VIP and stuff like that, but a pre-party, bro, it's gonna be dope, man. So I'm really excited about that.
That's like the style, bro. Like how you said the structure, the pre-party is different. Usually you go to these masterminds or these summits, right? It's great. It's gonna be a high level of people, but man, my thing is what really gets people is like to buy in is, bro, they want to be like they want to have enjoyed the experience, right? They don't care about who's speaking. Like if I like Jamie Foxx talks about that analogy, like whenever he was filming like a lot of celebrities, like how he got famous was he was just throw parties for these celebrities and it was like, you're spending 10 grand for this? Bro, I'll do this for
Yeah,
like,
talking about Diddy.
yeah, it was that Data was one of them, but he did it for the people. But it was just the whole purpose is like, bro, you don't need to focus on like getting the best things there, the best things. People care more about experience, right? They just want to come have fun and meet people and have that. So that's the best part for every summit, every conference I've been to, webinar, whatever you want to call it. The best part for me was like the connection afterwards, talking with people in the hallways and like getting that. And so with our structure, man, I love it because it's not just 2 days of just information. It's 1 day of just family collection. Like you forgot to mention, you're gonna have a comedian there. Like it's gonna be a whole experience. Photographers, it's gonna be a great night. But then again, man, you're gonna get that next day of like teaching and training information, but it's not gonna be all day. You know, we broke it up into like I believe we're doing 10 to 3, right?
Yeah.
So to 10 to 3 of just like information and basically you come in and get fed and then you're gonna get fed afterwards through a dinner, right? And so our experience, our structure is what I'm more excited about because it's different, you know.
Yeah, man, I agree. And as you're talking, I was even thinking like, when we've gone to events, a lot of times, like, can you connect with people? Yeah, 100%. But a lot of times you have to take time away from the event and go like step outside, talk to that person in the hallway or whatever it may be. So it's either one or the other, and there's really not a whole lot of time to like meet, greet, build relationships that could lead to partnerships and collaborations. Like that's ultimately the goal because you're around like-minded people. Like, man, I'm paying for this event. I'm gonna be around the right people. But if you're not able to have that time, that's what I love about this, pre-mastermind mixer is you're already building those relationships on the front end. You're already connecting with the people that can open doors or you open doors for them, vice versa. And you have that on the front end. So not only are you going to be excited because you're coming to the event, you're like, oh man, I went to, Kingdompreneur. Like, not only are you excited about that, but the people and the relationships that you met at Kingdompreneur is going to get you hyped up, right? And then the information and the knowledge to go and turn that into application. You're like, bro, I'm so glad I came to this event because it hits everything: experience, knowledge and information and learning, and then relationships, new doors being open. So I don't really know of any event that does that like that, to where it's open for everybody.
Yeah, man. But I also like too, man, it's faith based. Like, like there's not too many cool, like that's the whole point of Crown. That's what we're doing, man. We're trying to like show
Just
people
say
that,
it, bro. There's not a whole lot of people like us.
man, no, I mean you can say that too, but for me, I'm just saying like there's not people like have a stigma for Christians. I'm like, bro, we're supposed to be like royalty. We're supposed to be mighty. We're supposed to elevate a city. We're supposed to be ecclesia. That's the name, right? And so let's go out and do it properly. Like I want Christians to understand that it's cool. Like it's cool to be Christian. It's cool. We have swag, and so like that's what Kingdompreneur is about. It's to show that, it's to bring that aspect of faith in like in a real world way. Like, hey, bro, there's gonna be a Christian hip hop going on. Like it will be drinks, right? And I'm gonna mention that to people. I'm like, hey, I guess some of y'all are feeling like, oh, it should be alcohol, dude. The whole like Jesus, his first miracle was alcohol, right? It's like it's not bad. It's how you handle it. So my thing is like we can all have a good time and handle it properly, but also like be professional about everything we do, man. So I just I want that aspect about Christianity to be highlighted at this event. Like that's another piece that I like.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, super excited. February 27th to 28th. Be there. Even if you're not in San Antonio, man, come out. We got people coming from Florida.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's gonna be awesome. Dallas too, yeah. Dallas, Florida, Austin. So, and people are going. So I'm just excited to see on the back end of like that hard work and everything coming to fruition. Like that's what's gonna get me so excited. And it's cool. We curated our first, seminar or conference, mastermind, whatever you want to do that, or whatever you want to call that. Like, I think that's really dope that we
Yep.
we did that. So shout out to us. Got to give us our roses, because a lot of times we get caught up in the grind, and we just, everything's mundane because it's a new day every day, and we're just tackling things, knocking things off the list. But it's actually bigger than what we realize, because there's people that wish and want to do what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, man, I wanted to. You had mentioned the Super Bowl. A lot of people are talking about it.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it live. I ended up, and I want to talk about the halftime show. You sent me an interesting post like the day of, or the day before, about it. There was the Super Bowl halftime show with, they call it the Benito Bowl. With Bad Bunny, and then they had the TPUSA. There's been a lot of different people talking about that, but you sent me a post, and I want you to just talk about that, like from your perspective. You know what I mean? You were talking about division.
Yeah, man. So I just think that the goal for it to make America fall and downfall is division, right? And that's when our biggest weakness, and that's when everything would happen. And there's so many prophecies talking about how America won't. It's not gonna be attacked from outside. It's gonna be within. That's how we destroy ourselves. And so it starts with division. And so I just feel like when Bad Bunny got chosen, right? People felt like, oh, you belong in a box now, and so there's no more like options. It's just the left and the right. This box, right? So whatever you do, oh, you must be on this box. And so with the Super Bowl choice, the people who are against, like who are conservatives, they don't appreciate that because they feel like it's a push against liberals, right? And so liberals, it's for them, and so. But the Super Bowl has been like that for the past years, and we can let it go. But since the world is becoming more sensitive and what's happening in our country, people are like, hey, you know what, we need to have these boxes. I don't agree with, but that's the problem, right? So when I see that post, I see something like, hey, we don't appreciate the Super Bowl. We're gonna create our own halftime, so people can watch Super Bowl, but at halftime, instead of watching the rubbish or like bad stuff, let's put it on us. That can be good, but I think it's more detrimental. Like it hurts more because now you're saying, hey, the opposite is really bad and we're right. And so when you have people, two opposites saying they're right and others wrong, that's when you create a strong division. And you have the whole thing that's happening with ICE, and then they have people like governors are saying we're going to release our National Guard. So now you have pretty much like ICE units versus National Guard, and it's like America versus America, right? Again, so you have that going on. You have this going on. You have the Trump's the post that got released with for Michelle Obama and Obama with the monkey heads. Remember that?
Crazy.
That happened the week prior, and so then you have the racist stigma. So you really have this division, left and right, and it's leading up into the next election, where I believe that election is going to be it's going to be chaos. 2028 is going to be chaos, right? Because of all this division that's being built up. And so for me, I think it's good that they want to say, hey, we're going to represent Jesus and all, but like my thing is you don't.
But did they?
I don't know. But I saw some posts. I saw some videos that some guy was singing like, "We need to bring Jesus," and everyone's cheering on him. It's like, bro, my thing is like that's the reason I'm not left or right, man. I'm just like I'm for Jesus. I'm like, don't use Jesus to get everyone on one side. Don't do that either. I don't like that part, right? But then again, I'm with they get against the left because sometimes they have like perspectives that I don't like either 100% because I'm with Jesus. And so for me, that's why I'm always like, bro, they're making you choose, and that's the ultimate like devil's play. You know, he wants you to go outside and say, hey, I don't trust my neighbor because he's on the right. Oh, I don't trust my neighbor because she's on the left, right? And so it's that's what's happening in society. So that's why I send it to you. That's like, bro, they're making this division more evident, and they literally want it to be black and white, where everyone knows, hey, we're against that side, we're against that side. You know?
Let me ask you this: you watched the halftime show? Did you see anything wrong with it?
No, I just saw the culture being highlighted, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly, my perspective, I'm like, I get real deep, right? I think they changed the halftime performance, what they're gonna do, right? Because of what what got leaked out. So I think they changed it, but I think what they showed wasn't bad, man. It was just but highlighting culture, right?
I agree, bro. Like I watched it and I'm like, I'm almost glad that it happened the way that it did. like I'm not Hispanic, right? But you know, if I was Puerto Rican or Hispanic, like I'm not even that, but I still felt like that was a proud moment, like because here's the thing, bro, like that's what America is about. We're like, bro, you're African. I was born here, right? Like it's a melting pot. Like that's the beautiful thing. Like I don't want a country of just white people. Like, bro, we need flavor. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't want a country of just like Hispanics. Like, bro, we're all so much more similar than we even realize. And so I like the fact that it was different. I mean, 2 years ago it was, or maybe 2 years ago, but it was like the whole like hip hop history, right? And it had like Dr. Dre and 50 Cent. Bro, like we gotta keep the energy the same. That's not the majority of the demographic that watches the Super Bowl. So why wasn't that a problem? You see what I'm saying? Just because it's a different language, bro. I'm not fluent in Spanish. I know a good amount. I still had a great time watching it. Like I listened to Bad Bunny. You know what I mean? Like I thought the songs were dope. Like the vibes were dope. I love culture. Because
I think is like why do you start to cut you off? Because I have to say this point before you move on. Why do you get mad at the culture? Like you're mad at their culture because it's not representing right who you are. If that's what you say, but you're gonna turn around and play the music. At all the parties you go to, all the nightclubs, you're gonna play Bad Bunny.
And this is the crazy part, bro. The people that are mad are gonna go to the clubs that are playing the same music that, you know what I mean, and they're gonna be dancing to it. They're not gonna walk out of the club.
But also too, you look at in sports, right? People always talk about how the NFL is racist and right, it's all that. But my thing is, how can you be racist then to watch football and your favorite team is this and has a majority of black people? And so it's like the same concept. Like I don't like you, but I want to use you because you make my team better, or I want to use you because the music is good. I want to make my club popping. And so, bro, I'm telling you, man, that's why I want people to start thinking of like sociology and psychology, because it's like it doesn't, when you like think hard, it doesn't make sense to really how you can be like that, you know.
But that's, I mean, you said a key word right there. You said when you think hard, and you know that's difficult for most people, or most people don't even want to like go through that mental challenge of asking why. Right? Like that's why I love kids, because they always ask why. And you know, again, bro, like I had no problem with it. I actually have more of a problem with what you were talking about with the TPUSA, and like, hey, let's do our own because what we believe is right. Like that can be good, but it can also be bad. And somebody listening to this can probably thinking like, but I thought you guys are about Christ. I thought you guys are about the kingdom. Yeah, like we are, but in my personal opinion, I don't think TPUSA is doing things for the kingdom. I know how, like they even said it at their thing, like Erica Kirk said, like let's make heaven crowded. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't think we should. Like heaven isn't something for, like not everybody's going to go to heaven. And like, hold on, let me get my thoughts out here because yeah, I don't want to say anything wild, but Jesus is for everybody. Not everybody's going to follow Jesus. And I don't think we should we are not the ones to force Jesus onto other people. We're the ones to lead. Forcing and leading, two different things. We plant those seeds, and we attract by being that light, right? Like when you say, hey, what you believe is wrong and what I believe is right, and so since I'm right, you need to believe in what I believe in. That is more detracting, in my personal opinion, than it is like bringing people together, right? Because the people, I used to live in Las Vegas, the people that are holding up the sticks that say, you're going to hell, you're a sinner, if you don't repent, you're going to burn in hell. Like, yeah, they may be right, but like, how many people are they converting? Probably not a lot. because it's all about presentation. You can say the meanest thing to somebody, but if you present it in a nice, loving way, it's a little bit more digestible. And so I just, I even put a post out like this. Like, I think Erica Kirk is worse for America than Bad Bunny. Just my personal opinion. and because when you look to divide, that's why I like shout out to Bad Bunny because it wasn't about, hey, we're different, we're better. Oh, screw America. There's all this stuff going on with immigrants. Like, he actually called for unity. Like, he represented all of the Hispanic countries, all the Central and Southern American countries. I think that's dope. And then, at the end, he had that little message about love, like love wins, basically. And that's the thing. It's so funny. And this is why I say what I said about Erica Kirk, is because people talk, but actions are what really highlight somebody's character. And when you're dividing, it just shows where your heart truly lies. Excuse me, I'm sick.
Yeah.
And so when you push division and you want to make it to where we're by the way, hold on, they had Kid Rock headlining the show. Okay, this is a Christian event. What the heck is Kid Rock doing at the show?
Bro, it's not.
But that's the thing. They want to use the clout of the names to get people there. But it's like, all right, if it's really for the kingdom, why not have Kirk Franklin there? Why not have KB? Why not have Lawrence Jamal? Why not have Forrest Frank? Why not have, if it's truly a Christian event, then why aren't you doing it, right? But I'll just be real, and I feel like I can say this. What it really was, hey, let's have this American show, and what we believe America is all these white people. I'm just gonna be real, bro. I'm just gonna be real. I didn't see like the full list of who was performing at that. I don't know if there's anybody other than a white person that performed. I'm just gonna be honest, bro. And so it's frustrating because that direction of what like TPUSA is now, I promise you, if Charlie Kirk was alive, he would not be moving like this. He would not be doing the things that his wife is now doing. And so that's a longer conversation for another day. But again, that's why hey, shout out to Bad Bunny. That may make some people angry, and shout out to the NFL. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. It's not like Bad Bunny booked himself for the Super Bowl. You know who booked him? Jay-Z. Jay-Z was in charge of that. So if anybody wants to be mad, they should go and direct their anger at Jay-Z, right? Because he was the one that booked it for the Super Bowl. So, those are my thoughts on it. I think we all need to do better and just love each other and appreciate our differences. And we can have differences, but we can agree to disagree. And that's what makes America great. Otherwise, all this division stuff, bro, we're going to go through hell in a handbasket. And really, it's all coming from the top. And the people at the top, they all together. I mean, shoot, bro, like you look at the Epstein files. You look at the Epstein files, look who's all there. It's everybody. Bro, it's not just one side over the other. It's everybody.
I keep telling them, man, I'm like, bro, you're getting played. That's why like people get mad. Like, bro, I had a couple people that reached out. I was like, your friend's mad. I was like, bro, did you ever read his hat? Second of all, like, bro, you're just being played by propaganda. But like, it gets so much deep that it's hard to explain. It's like a psychology thing, like what they're doing. Like, bro, they just make the top people know what they're doing. They know the end times is coming. And so what are they doing? They need to disrupt the sheep, right? Make them choose, right? And so how do you make them choose? Well, you allow parties and you allow all these things to be created. And now we have left and right. And so now my problem is when you look at the extreme, bro, conservatives, yeah, they believe in Christ, like they fear God, but they only care about their way or the highway. So that's pride, bro. Like it's like capitalism. Like, hey, I'm rich, bro. You gotta figure it out. Like, I made my money. You gotta go figure it out. I like instead of like giving a helping hand, right? Which we're supposed to be doing, right? But then you have the other side where it's like it's no fear of God. we can become who we want to be. We can accept who we want to be. Just don't offend anybody. And it's like, well, we're all about love, love, love. And so you have two sides that are proclaiming good things, but abusing it. One is abusing the name of Jesus Christ and trying to get fame, and the other side is abusing the love and like the what Jesus talked about, the identity of Jesus, and then the action of Jesus.
Dang, that's just so good, bro. That's so good.
And that's like the extreme. We look at the extreme, right? Obviously, not everyone is like that, but I'm just saying we look at like black and white, what it is. One is abusing that part of Jesus, and the other part is abusing the other part. And so that's why it will never mesh. And the devil knew this from the start, and so that's why he created parties. And now we wonder why America's never been unanimous on agreement on presidency and all that. It's because, bro, they made the parties on purpose. One fears the Lord, one fears man. One hates people, one loves people, right?
Man, it's crazy. In 2026, bro, we have. You ever read the book 1941, where they burned the books?
Fahrenheit
411.
Yes,
411. I always we had to read that book in high school, and obviously they burned the book so that there's no knowledge or anything passed down. And what's so crazy about the time that we live in, we have access to more information. We have more independent journalism, independent thought. It's not just we're relying on newspapers and mainstream media. We have all the information that we really could ever desire to go down and understand really how the world is. And we just don't, it's crazy because I've been, I'm a proud veteran, bro. And I'm proud that I served my country. I am proud about that. But the thing that, on the other side of that, especially the rooms that I've been in and the people I've been around, and just understanding how the government and just that whole world works. The world is fake. You know what I mean? Most things are manufactured. And it made me lose, I'm proud, love America. But it made me lose, I don't know, faith, or maybe more jaded towards our government. And I think a lot of veterans feel that way. It I don't see it getting better. But man, yeah, I forgot where I was really going to go with that. But
no, I mean, it's just, I think you're just talking about how you grew up believing America's own way, then you serve, and now you're seeing the exposure that's happening. Now you're kind of not regret, but you're like, come on now, we should even, you know what I mean? That's why.
Yeah, definitely not regret, but it's one of those things that yeah, because it's the Wizard of Oz, right? They think the wizard is this grand old, mysterious person with powers, and it's really just a dude behind a curtain. And that's really what this life is. And you go, it's the Matrix, right? It's all manufactured. All of it is fake. And you get to peek behind the curtain sometimes, or at least I did, and you're like, man, none of this is real. And it starts making you question really what's real. And thank God we believe in God. But it's almost disheartening that people refuse to really do their due diligence. I don't know if I've ever talked about the Roman circus, but back during the Roman Empire, whenever the citizens were, starting to get mad at the government, guess what they would do? They would throw the Roman circus. And so they would distract them with pleasure and fun and good times and food, and behind closed doors, the Roman government was doing things against their people, was screwing them over so they could ultimately have more power. And guess what? We still have that play happening all the time. Nothing has changed. Centuries, thousands of years has not changed. The game plan has not changed. And I just wish people would wake up to that idea that, hey, maybe what I've thought or been taught as a kid, let me start questioning that. And I think there's two paths that you're going to go down. You either get really cynical, or it's going to push you towards your faith. And because then you understand, hey, I can't really be for the world, right? Like the Bible says, like, do not conform to this world. And you understand why, because this world is fake. It's not even intended for how we were supposed to live, right? Like, bro, like imagine, like we just all were in the garden, bro. Everything was taken care of for us. Just imagine that. But we can't live that way. You know what I mean? And that's where our hope comes in. Like, God, I can't wait for you to either send me to heaven or you show up before I get there, because that's like, it's funny. Like people, I don't know if this is gonna make sense, but people like, especially the younger generation, love the idea of like socialism, like, you know, communism, things being taken care of for them. Right, like, hey, I have enough food, I make enough money, I don't really have to worry about a whole lot because everything's taken care of for me. Like, bro, that's heaven. You know what I mean? Like, we can't do that in this world because people are hungry for power. But when you, what heaven is, what eternity is, bro, we don't have to worry about anything. We don't have to worry about sin. We don't have to worry about paying our bills. We don't have to worry about food. We don't have to worry about being ungrateful or being envious of other people, because we all got the same thing, you know? And so,
bro, that's a mindset, bro.
100%.
But that's what goes back to everything we talk about with ground
Yeah.
and like, it's just like, bro, because you're supposed to have heaven on earth. So you're supposed to not wake up in the morning and worry about your bills. You're supposed to have abundance. But I just want to go back to the point you highlighted, like Fahrenheit 451, or I think it's 451. Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah, it might be, yeah.
But anyways, bro, every time there's a reset, because nothing's new. They do the same tactics, right? And so it's almost like we humans forget. Then you start looking at those conspiracy theories that talk about like, oh man, it's because they burned all the books. Like, but if you look at those stories, what happens? They burn knowledge, so you don't remember anything that happened in the past time. And looking for Fahrenheit 451, what were they doing? It was a new age, right? And so they were burning all the books so everyone can live like robots. So no one can learn from themselves, depend on themselves. But one thing I highlight from that book, the biggest fear that they were like going after, was the Bible. If you had a Bible in that, and I was just, as a kid, I would read it because it was like a public book. We read it in public schools, but it was highlighting the Bible. Like if you had a Bible, they had firemen that they would call. They would come look for those Bibles. And then if you watch the movie, The Book of Eli with Denzel, what's the number one thing they're looking for? That when you have a Bible, the Bible is the most sacred thing, because, bro,
it's the truth.
Jesus told Peter, on this rock, bro, it's not gonna fail, on that rock alone, on the solid rock. And so throughout generations, the Bible will always stay true, will always be irrelevant. And the devil always tries to get rid of that, but that's one law that God made, that the devil can never win. And so I just laugh because, bro, all these things always point back. When you go deep, when you think about it, it just points back to like we're being kept from something. And then when you find out more about what that something is, it reveals the truth of God. That means you're here, you're made with a purpose, and now you're not like confused in society anymore. Now you know you're made, you have a creator, and that's what the devil wants, but he never wants to have that thought that there's a God. Oh man, this happened to me today. Well, God might allow it to happen because he's protecting you from something else. If there's no creator, you just think like, oh, it was my mistake, I should have did this better. And now you saw works. So what every religion thinks of this world is, you work so you have a better life. The only religion that thinks that store your treasures in heaven is Christianity. So
Absolutely, man. I got a question for you. It's kind of a fun question. If you had to build a starting five. All right, a starting five.
Oh, that's tough, bro.
No, hold on. If you had to choose a starting five to basically go and, if you had a starting five to go and like go do works for the kingdom, all right, you have to choose 3 Old Testament and 2 New Testament characters. Who you choosing?
3 old, 2 new. Moses, David, Elijah, Old Testament, New Testament. I mean, if I can't pick Jesus, right?
Nah, you can't.
Yeah. New Testament would be Paul. And either Peter or John. One of those two. Like John, the one that lived.
Yeah.
So that's my 5.
Okay.
So I guess I'll repeat it: Elijah, David, I say, Moses. Those three, and then for New Testament, Paul and either John or
But
Peter.
so why those picks?
Oh man, those are people that always they always stuck out to me since I was a child, bro. Moses was always sticking out, and then the way Moses' leadership, right? Moses had to me had like the best leadership, but he also represents the truth because he brought the Torah, he brought the true God's word, and so for me that's a big moment in history, right? And he never died, so like God hit his body, or he died, but God hit his body, Satan couldn't find it, so he was like a important figure, right? And then David's my favorite character by far, always my favorite character. Like my life always tailors around his story and everything, so that's an easy choice for me. And then I would say the reason I pick Elijah because the power. Like I always said spirit and truth, man, but walking in like authority, man. So
Yeah.
sure. In the New Testament, just Paul's endurance. They have the best endurance I think out of all of them. He can endure like time and pressure and pain. And then John because he saw Jesus, he saw Jesus in his fullness. Remember he felt paralyzed, but he saw Jesus. Jesus was like, "Hey, this is how I naturally look. It's just whenever I came to human terms, like you saw me like that, but this is me fully." And John, it was too much for him, right? So he's seen a lot of supernatural things. And also Peter because he was the leader of the disciples and have a lot of correlation with Peter's life.
And why John?
Bro. John, because he saw the crazy things. Like he saw Jesus and all that. Like he lived and he saw a lot of. He wrote Revelations, so he saw everything.
Nah, that's a good list.
Yeah, that's on the dome.
That's solid. That's a solid team right there. Me, for my point guard,
this guy.
So my number one pick. Well, this is in no specific order, but my first pick would be Joseph. and the reason for that, though, is obviously he was able to endure. But if we're going to go and do works for the kingdom, like this man was a strategist, right? Not only on the he did it on the highest of levels, right? So he's an organizer, he's a strategist. Paul, yeah. And so he'd be my second pick for what you were saying, but also just he's seen both sides. He went from persecuting Christians to joining the team.
Yeah.
And I think that's a valuable asset because if you can see things from a different perspective, well, you can touch people in a perspective that most people won't be able to reach them at. I'd also choose Elisha as well. And
Elisha.
See,
I picked Ja, but for me, either or. But
Elisha
was the second one. Elijah was the first.
No, okay, Elijah, the one on Mount Carmel.
Yeah, that's Elijah.
I always get them confused. I've always my entire life. So Elijah, same reasons that just that power, that confidence. He was bold, and he knew God's power, and he put it on the line. So him.
Elisha did more works though. That's what was a hard choice. Elisha did way more works than he did and bigger level.
Yeah,
so it's crazy.
Yeah, both are solid picks. New Testament. Who else is my second New Testament pick? I would.
You got Paul though. You picked Paul for that one.
Pick Paul.
You need one more Old Testament and then one more New Testament.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Dang, I asked the question and I don't even know mine. I'd probably say John too, just because I'm a big fan of Revelation, and seeing stuff like that, you got to be kind of crazy. You know what I mean? If you see God like that, come on, you again, great asset. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna be bold, you're gonna be confident. And then my last Old Testament pick, I want to say Moses because he's such a good leader. He kind of had that swag, that confidence, like some of my other picks. But I don't want to, mirror your list entirely.
Man, it's all. It's just
So I might go. Oh man, there's so many.
I got a good one that you're sleeping on. If I say you're like, oh, him,
Say it.
Enoch.
Nah, I see. I thought about Enoch.
Yeah, okay.
I thought about Enoch.
That dude was powerful, bro.
And I'm gonna go Noah.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
I'm gonna go Noah. I was either gonna go Noah or Jonah.
Okay, for me, I was like, my sleeper was gonna be.
Actually, no, scratch that. My last pick is Job.
Ooh, that's a good one.
My last pick is Job. Ain't nobody telling Job nothing.
Yeah, your squad is a defensive squad. You got endurance people.
Yeah, we play a long game, bro.
Yeah,
we're gonna be good for the whole entire season. No injuries. We gonna be the 82-0.
Yeah, dude, that's a real one. That's a good list, bro. That's a good list. I like this question, so I guess we got to keep this up too.
Yeah, I like it too.
Questions. But dog, I appreciate you, bro. I think this was excellent. We got this podcast. I feel like how you said at the beginning, bro. Like I feel like we just me and you, bro. We always kill it. These podcasts, and it's just us two. But I do like having guests, but I do like this moment too. So I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely, bro. Yeah, appreciate you, man. I don't have anything else, like any announcements, on our end, but I'll go ahead and pray us out, bro. And yes, sir. Dear God, thank you so much for us being able to be on this podcast together and just have that great association conversation, talking about real life things, but also fun things too. Thank you that you're at the heart of it. You're the focal point of everything that we do, God. And I pray that not only for Joel and I, but everybody watching, God, I just pray that whatever they've been asking of you and been in pursuit of, God, I pray that you answer their prayer, whether it's health, finances, a situation, stress, God. I pray that you just go down there, give them that peace, and just guide them, lead them on the direction that they need to step into, God. And so grateful for you. We love you so much. Thank you so much for working on us each and every single day. And it's in your precious name. Amen.
Amen.
All right, brother. Everybody else, man, thank you so much for joining us on the Crowncast podcast. This has been episode, I don't know. We got too many in the book, but we will see you all next time.